FSMS PCQI Preventive Controls Qualified Individual Online Training Program. Introduction. Good day to all food industry professionals, quality managers, regulatory teams, exporters, and business leaders. In today's global food supply chain, regulatory compliance is not optional. It is a mandatory business requirement. For organizations exporting food products to the United States, compliance with the Food Safety Modernization Act, commonly known as FSMA, is critical. A key requirement under FSMA is the designation of a Preventive Controls Qualified Individual (PCQI) responsible for developing, implementing, and overseeing the food safety plan. In this session, we will provide a detailed overview of the FSMA PCQI online training program conducted by URGS International Certification and Inspection Private Limited, designed to build technical competence in hazard analysis and risk-based preventive controls. HARPC. Understanding FSMA and its importance. The US Food Safety Modernization Act represents a shift from reactive food safety management to a preventive, risk-based approach. Unlike traditional HACCP systems that primarily focus on critical control points, FSMA requires comprehensive hazard analysis, risk-based preventive controls, supply chain oversight, recall planning, continuous verification and validation. Any facility manufacturing, processing, packing, or holding food for US consumption must comply with FSMA regulations. Failure to comply may result in import alerts, detention of shipments, regulatory action, loss of market access. This makes PCQI competence strategically important. Who is a Preventive Controls Qualified Individual (PCQI)? Let us see this. A PCQI is an individual who has successfully completed training in the development and application of risk-based preventive controls or is otherwise qualified through job experience. The PCQI is responsible for developing the food safety plan, conducting hazard analysis, identifying preventive controls, validating controls, reviewing records, overseeing corrective actions, reanalyzing the food safety plan. This role carries regulatory accountability and requires structured technical understanding. Program overview. 5-day online training. The FSMA PCQI training program by URGS International is conducted through live online instructor-led sessions. Timing 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. IST. Regular batches conducted every month. The program is structured to provide detailed regulatory interpretation, practical examples, and real-world case discussions. Detailed course coverage. First, FSMA regulatory framework. Overview of FSMA legislation, preventive controls for human food rule, key definitions and compliance expectations, FDA inspection approach. Second, hazard analysis. Participants learn how to identify biological, chemical, and physical hazards, evaluate severity and probability, determine hazards requiring preventive controls, document hazard analysis properly. Special focus is given to allergen hazards, environmental pathogens, and supply chain risks. Third, preventive controls. The training explains 4 primary categories: process controls, allergen controls, sanitation controls, supply chain controls. Participants understand how to establish critical parameters, define monitoring procedures, set corrective action criteria, maintain compliance record. Fourth, validation and verification. Key elements include scientific validation of preventive controls, verification activities, calibration and testing, record review requirements, environmental monitoring programs. Validation ensures controls are capable of controlling hazards effectively. Fifth, recall plan development. FSMA requires a written recall plan including product traceability, communication strategy, regulatory notification, effectiveness checks, documentation and corrective actions. Practical examples are discussed during the session. 6. Supply chain program. For hazards controlled by suppliers, supplier approval program, on-site audits, supplier verification activities, documentation requirements. Participants learn how to design a compliant supply chain control program. Then next is 7th, reanalysis of food safety plan. Food safety plans must be reanalyzed at least every 3 years. When significant changes occur after food safety incidents, the training explains triggers and documentation requirements. Who should attend? This program is highly suitable for food safety managers, quality assurance professionals, HACCP team leaders, production managers, regulatory and compliance officers, food exporters to the US, consultants and auditors, organizations involved in manufacturing, processing, packaging, storage, and exporting food products to the US market will benefit significantly. Benefits for organizations. After completion of the training, organizations gain competent PCQI personnel, structured food safety plan development capability, improved FDA inspection readiness, stronger export compliance confidence, reduced risk of shipment retention, enhanced global customer trust. FSMA compliance strengthens brand reputation and market access. Training methodology. The program includes live online interactive sessions, clause by clause regulatory interpretation, practical hazard analysis exercises, case studies, real inspection scenario discussions, question and answer clarification sessions. Participants receive structured learning aligned with regulatory expectations. Registration and inquiries, contact us. Our email ID info@urgiso.com, mobile number +917359458455. Now at last closing. So FSMA compliance is essential for organizations exporting to the US. A competent preventive controls qualified individual ensures that your food safety plan is not only documented but effectively implemented. Invest in professional training to strengthen regulatory compliance and protect your global market presence. Thank you for watching. For more professional training and certification insights, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you.